trusted experts for wealth management, tax, accounting, and payroll. We change lives and inspire true wealth, one person, one family, one business at a time. Shaw & Associates is a wealth management investment firm that specializes in taxes, serving as a fiduciary, putting your interests first. You can find more information or schedule an appointment by calling 530-674-1150 or on the web at shawassociatesinc.com. Shaw & Associates is proud to support community radio.
And we're grateful for Mr. Shaw and his support. If you'd like to support community radio, you can go to 93qradio.com and hit that donate button. Well, this morning, I had the privilege of having two members of the acting company. One is acting, the other is really themselves. And so we have Bill Buchner, not to be confused with that other guy, right? And Bridget Coggins?
Yes.
I would have got both these wrong. It's a C, right? So it could be Soggins. But who wants to be Soggins? No, nobody you know, right?
No.
No, okay. Anyway, you guys are from the acting company, and you got a great production. I didn't realize it's coming up so quickly. It's on the 20th.
Yes.
And it is?
Dial M for Murder.
You got a great radio voice.
I have a face for radio, too.
Yeah, same here. I mean, that's why we're on this side. Notice on the camera, they don't see me. Well planned, right?
Well played.
So, Bill, how did you get involved in the acting company? Because you said you don't actually do the acting. And
I do sometimes.
Oh.
This is actually my first foray into stage manager.
Whoa.
I've been in a number of productions. I do a lot of tech and lights and set building and all that. In these small theaters, it's generally I'll do this and you do everything else. So I get my hands in a lot of things. I got started in a musical. My wife loves Sound of Music and said, hey, a friend of hers son was auditioning and said, hey, they need more guys. You should go. So I got hooked. I did that one show. I was in the chorus, and I got hooked, and I've been going back ever since.
The reason I ask is we had David Reed on yesterday and talking about volunteers, and the gal said, "Listen, there's all kinds of things you can volunteer for," and that's why I asked, because you can do lights, sound, you can build the sets. It's not always, because some people they're not getting on that stage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there are some people that's just not their thing, but there's so much to do. Right now, I'm looking for sound and lighting operators.
There you go. There's your opportunity,
There's
folks.
your opportunity.
Yeah. How would they get in contact with you?
I'll put my phone number out there, 530-329-2116. I have a couple names in mind I'm going to be contacting, but if someone else was interested, I mean, even if it wasn't this show, every show, we need stuff like that.
You also have actingcompany.org.
Yes.
So can they get a hold of you, Bill, on that?
Yes, they could go there and leave a message for the acting company, and they could get a hold of
Perfect.
it. Absolutely.
The reason I do that is because if you're driving down the road and somebody gives a phone number, probably not going to happen. So actingcompany.org. Well, Miss Bridget, so tell me how you got involved in acting in the first place.
Oh, in the first place. I've always been a dramatic child. I love performing. I grew up in music. My first show I did when I was 7. It was an after-school drama program. I got hooked. I started doing theater in middle school. I've been doing it since. I did it throughout high school. I went to Northwest Nazarene University up in Nampa, Idaho, where I studied musical theater. Now I'm back here. I joined the acting company in July of last year. I played Mabel in The Pirates of Penzance. Oh. And when they announced the new season, I was so excited and decided, well, I'm stuck here and they can't get rid of me now.
Okay, you're high energy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about either writing or directing a play since you've been in them so much?
I have actually. My senior project in college, I wrote a show called The Cost of Realism. I directed it. A lot of my friends were involved in it. And
Of course they were.
Of course
they didn't have
were.
a choice, did they?
No, I asked them. I asked them first. Some of them. Most of them.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the high cost of liking you. Right? It's like, hey, if we're friends, you can be.
If we're friends, you have to be
So
in my
you
show.
actually got to do that. Is that something you want to do, or you just really enjoy the acting part?
I love all of it. Biggest ultimate dream would be to be a theater teacher. I got to do student teaching. I've helped out with other school productions. I love working with kids. I love teaching them theater and getting to see them grow in their own confidence, both on and off stage.
So isn't there a little kids theater? They do productions every year here locally.
There's a theater company that does productions at the Sutter Theater. They do a couple of them every summer.
But they're specifically kids, right?
Yes.
Got it.
And there used to be a really good one at Acting Company, but it kind of fell apart, and I don't know if they have plans to try to get another one going. It takes a lot of work.
Well, I was going to
It
say,
takes a dedicated individual.
I had Mother Goose Preschool for 30 years. I know what it's like. The great thing is kids are acting all the time.
You just got to try to channel that.
They're just on. You just have to get them directed, right? You know, that's really good. All right, so let's talk about Dial M for Murder without giving away too much. Can you kind of give an overview of it?
So a lot of people are familiar with the title. It was a famous movie made in '54 that was directed by Hitchcock. But originally it was a play written in '52 by Frederick Knott. Hitchcock knows a good thriller when he sees it, so he got on board and they made a movie. And then fairly recently, in 2022, it was re-released and adapted by Jeffrey Hatcher. And the new releases, he changed some things a little bit. The main story is still there, but he updated it and it's more relevant for today. It's still set in the 50s in England.
So do you guys, which version do you do?
Ours is based on the new adaptation.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And Bridget, you get to be the sweet and kind little wife. You love that?
Yeah, it's really fun. I love playing little ingenues like this.
I have to ask, Bill, when you were doing the acting thing too, tell me what your favorite part was that you got to play. You dove into that and went, I love this. You're getting asked next. You know that, right?
I got to play Joseph in the Pharaoh in Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and the Pharaoh's basically an Elvis impersonator. You know what I'm saying? And that was just a blast. And I told the director, I'm not going for the 70s hot young Elvis. I'm going for the later in life, ready to die on the toilet, drug addicted Elvis. That's the one I'm shooting for. But that show was just a blast. It was a huge cast, and it's musical numbers and dancing, and it was just amazing. I personally think we did a really good job on it.
Bridget, what was your favorite part ever?
Oh, that's so hard. I've done a lot of fun characters, but I think currently it is Mabel from Pirates of Penzance with the acting company. It was definitely a stretch. I've never had to sing as high as her. She's a coloratura, so I sing really high for those who came and heard, and were immediately blown back because I know I can go a little too much sometimes.
Well, I think that, here locally, because we have these opportunities, and then, I know we have a school that is dedicated, Marysville Charter for the Arts, that is dedicated to helping people do theater, all the arts, but we actually had them, they found a radio play, and the kids put it together. They voiced the whole thing, and they came in and did the spots. It was for Christmas, and they did the spots for it, which was really awesome, right? To have that. It's radio, theater of the mind, although radio you can see. Mostly you can't, But yeah, it was really fun getting involved like that. So how much of the local kids from high school and that actually get involved? Do you guys get to see a few of them come in?
Oh yeah, a lot, especially in summer. I've been Joseph in the Technicolor had 8 kids in the cast. The show I was just in one around Thanksgiving, Miracle on 34th Street. We had a slew. I'm not sure what number, but we had a bunch of kids in that cast. So yeah, and all the way from, I think the youngest was probably 6 or 7 up to teenagers. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a play at the acting company you guys pulled off that I was pretty shocked you were able to do, because it's a small stage, but you guys work it. You just make it work, and it just really it's a great thing to see live theater in the first place, right? But seeing people pull it off when you go in and sit down and you go, they're never going to be able to do that here. And to be proven wrong was actually quite the joy, And it's like, so how long is this play going to run?
It's about, we haven't timed it yet, but it is supposed to run 2 hours and 2 minutes with a short intermission. That's about what we'll get, I'm sure.
And then it starts on the 20th and runs till when?
March 15th.
March 15th. Yeah.
Oh, so and then tell me when the showings are.
Friday nights, Saturday nights, Sunday matinee. So I believe it's 7, 7, and 2:30.
Usually something like that.
I'm pretty sure
Close
that's right.
enough.
But go to actingcompany.org where you can purchase your tickets and you can see the times. You can actually pick your seat instead of just it's not general admission.
Very
you can pick your seat. And the very worst seat there is closer to the action than most theaters. Like you said, it's a tiny theater. It's very intimate.
It's a great theater. You don't miss anything.
You can hear the actors sweat on stage.
Yeah. I don't know. They just seem like they're not sweating at all. They just seem like they just nail it, right?
This cast, and I'm not just promoting, but this cast, and I've been in a number of shows, and I've had to learn a lot of lines, and this cast is amazing. As stage manager, one of my jobs during rehearsal is I get to sit there and read along with them. And when they call out line because they're not sure when I read it out, and I thought, well, I won't have to do that till the last week or two, so I have other things I need to do. Within a day or two, some of them were already nearly off book, and I had to be there calling line because this, it's very dialogue heavy. There's not a lot of singing and dancing, right?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of dialogue and very snappy, and they really know their stuff. They do a great job.
So if someone has never done acting before, they've never. Maybe I'll direct this at Bill. No, it's like if they've never done acting before, and they come in and want to act, you guys will work with them, right?
Of course.
So what is it like to work with somebody that's never done it before? Do you have to kind of go backwards and think, what was that like?
A little bit. I usually, with working with junior hires, a lot of the kids usually are like, I've never done this before. I thought it was an easy A. No.
It's work.
It's a lot of work. Anytime someone comes in and they're like, this is my first show, I'm usually so over the top, so excited, because I'm like, you got to get into this now. You got to join theater. You got to stay forever now. You're one of us. So everything I do, I try to find ways to welcome them in, show them so many different fun little bits of getting to do all of this, working with a team. And it's really fun getting to see people come out of their shell and start to interact with us more.
I think it's easy to get addicted, right? Because theater's community. And everybody's involved. You work with the same people all the time, right? Well, you have different people for different plays, but it's a community. You know other actors that are doing other stuff. And so it's really something that is beyond the skill set. It's the relationship. You actually, So have you, in all the years you've done this, how many years have you been doing this?
Not that many. I mean, it was probably 10, 12 maybe.
Yeah. So in 10 years, how many people have you connected with that you still connect with?
Probably, I'm sure it's in the hundreds.
That's my point.
Like, something I was thinking of when you were talking about community. The very last show. You've been doing this for weeks. It takes a lot. For the first 6 weeks, you're busy every weeknight. Every weeknight in the evenings, you're busy. And then for the next 4 or 5 weeks, you are busy every weekend in the evenings.
Actually do,
you know,
yeah.
so it takes a lot. On that last show, you are conflicted because it's like, oh, this is finally over, but it's over.
There's always crying on stage.
Yes.
I'll admit, I openly sobbed during the final performance of Pirates to the point where I was like, is my voice gonna crack? Am I gonna like just not be able to get words out? And I'm sobbing, and I felt so bad for everyone watching. Like, you deserve a good performance too, but I'm sorry, I'm crying right now.
So there's a huge difference between the opening and the closing productions,
Yes.
you know? Yeah.
We try to. I mean, we do our best to give them a good show, regardless, and and they do. We do pretty good at the acting company, and I'm sure we'll do very good on this one.
All right.
But
Did I
the
forget
feelings on that
anything? Go
last
ahead.
one.
Oh, yeah. So did I forget everything? I've got this thing for the season, and like you guys got some great stuff coming up. You got Cabaret.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be in that one?
I am so excited to audition for that one. I'm friends with the director and other people involved, and Christian De La Torre is an incredible actor. He is so fun to watch. He is so just wonderful to work with in general too. So I'm very excited to get to see him as a director in that production.
Yeah, you guys got a lot of great. You got some great stuff coming. Some people be familiar with, some they won't be. Either way, they'll be entertained.
And if they
Because
get
it's good.
season tickets, they'll see them all.
Oh, season
And
tickets.
season tickets at the acting company are pretty reasonable. I mean, you'll pay that for one show, sometimes in Sacramento, a big show. So, yeah, it's
Oh, here you go.
support your local theater.
Friday and Saturday at 7:30, Sundays at 2.
Okay, I had my 30s wrong.
You had the
7:30 and 2. There we go.
Well, it's been a while since the 30s, hadn't it? For us? I mean, it's like-
Well, I'm not that old. I don't quite remember the 30s.
and you can get tickets anytime at actingcompany.org. Did I forget anything that you guys would like to talk about?
Real quickly, the cast. Tony
Wendes?
Tony Wendes is Hans, played by Hans Knightley. Margot Wendes is played by Bridget Coggins. Maxine is played by, I don't remember Maxine Hadley. Maxine Hadley is played by Megan Shearer. Her husband, Darren Shearer, is playing Inspector Hubbard. Ben Little is playing Lesgate. We never get Lesgate's last name, do we? He just goes by
Captain
Lesgate.
Lesgate.
Captain Lesgate. That's right. He's Captain
Lesgate.
Lesgate. For now.
For now.
And then we have 2 junior inspectors, Coutinho Aldridge and Josh Ruiz. And the director is David Wheeler, known in this area he ran the drama department out at the college, at Yuba College for a number of years. He's been a professional actor. He's been in acting all his life. He's really a good director, and I love to work with him because I learn so much.
Yeah, you love the guys that have done it to the point that if you watch them, you learn. If you're just paying attention to what you're doing and not watching, because they're doing a lot more than just what you're doing. They're doing everybody. They're having to watch the whole thing, you know. I think I'd be one of those guys doing this. You know? Does that look right? You know. Anyway, thanks so much for coming on. We appreciate the acting company and you guys providing live theater in the area. I just think that's important. And people can find out a whole lot more about the acting company and the upcoming plays, and quite possibly there you could see Bridget in Cabaret. That could happen. Actually, Bill's gonna direct that.
Ooh, you should audition too.
I'm considering it.
You should.
I've worked with Christian before when he was quite younger as an actor. I was on stage with him.
Okay.
Well, then here's the deal. If you both get picked after you audition, you're coming back in here.
All right, let's do it.
There you go.
We'll talk about it after you get this one. We'll let you get through this one first. All right. Thanks so much for being on air.
This community interview is made possible by Shaw and Associates.
I'm Dave Shaw, President and CEO of Shaw & Associates. For over 70 years, Shaw & Associates has been your trusted